raise my head in the morning, but tonight I'm gonna find a way.
You know, I actually, I was in Boston for my 30th birthday 2 years ago. And we actually hung out with the Sam Adams guys, and we hung out at the bar where they decided to go and have the tea party. Like, they all had a bunch of beer, and they said, let's go throw the tea in the harbor. And that's what started the American Revolution.
Did you throw tea in the harbor?
No, we didn't throw tea in the harbor. We just kind of hung out at the bar, because there was a great 80s band playing. We went and saw the Red Sox play. The Red Sox played the Tigers, and it's a great game.
Good.
It was good. So, Boston, capital of what state?
Michigan.
Very good.
Wow.
You
thought I didn't know people.
We missed stuff on the resume. Like spelling. American history.
I actually heard the, Charlie's Angels say it earlier, so.
All right, other Boston trivia. Who is okay.
Don't give me something I won't know, man.
No, I gotta tell you something that you will know. Okay.
Okay, I've got one for you.
Okay, yes.
What state is Belzo-Baron from?
Belzo-Baron was last week. It was Michigan. It was in Comstock, Michigan, in which you were at Sweetgrass Dairy. Great time, guys. We really enjoyed everything that was up there.
And what else is in Michigan?
That's it. There's nothing else. My friend Joe Norman.
Boston. Do you have a friend in Michigan?
I have a friend in Michigan, Joe Norman. How's it going, brother?
You don't have any friends?
I don't really have any friends. I just made that name up.
Just everybody I know.
Actually, my other fake friend, Brian Frazee in Washington, D.C., one of my fake friend, Joe Norman is.
If you're gonna have a fake friend, imaginary friend should be named Joe.
I do. I also have another imaginary friend. His name is Sam Adams.
Well, that's because you drink so much of
I do drink Sam Adams. And
Seems
what
like
I'm really appreciating is the summer ale. So let's learn a little bit more about the Sam Adams summer ale.
Sam Adams Summer Ale is an American wheat ale. This summer seasonal uses malted wheat, lemon peel, and grains of paradise, a rare pepper from Africa, first used as a brewing spice in the 13th century. It's wicked awesome. It creates a very crisp taste, spicy flavor, and a medium body.
Which, we like medium bodies up in Boston.
The ale fermentation imparts a background tropical fruit note reminiscent of both mangoes and peaches.
And the Sox winning it all 2 times in the last 10 years.
All these flavors come together to create a thirst-quenching, clean-finishing beer.
Perfect for those warm summer Boston days.
The founders of America's 3 biggest pizza companies come from the Midwest. The founder of Marco's Pizza is also from the Midwest. Of Italy. Marco's, authentic Italian pizza.
When we need help, we know that we have a partner to get us through the tough times. The Capital Area Community Action Agency provides emergency services and assistance to struggling families. Big Bend families have benefited from business startup, on-the-job training programs, and so much more.
The agency made all the difference.
Providing long-term solutions for those in need. The Capital Area Community Action Agency, your partner, our community lifeline.
Hi, I'm Alicia New, and today we are at one of the best kept secrets in Tallahassee, Florida. We're at Voodoo Dog. It's this little purple hole in the wall, but they have some of the best hot dogs and, from what I hear, veggie burgers and veggie dogs in town. So you guys are going to want to come and see what's going on inside, and we have some really cool guests that we're going to visit with too. So let's do it. So I'm in the kitchen with Jordan, and you guys do more than just hot dogs here at Voodoo Dog.
Yeah, we do hot dogs, hamburgers, veggie dogs, fries, veggie burgers. For a little while we were doing funnel cakes and stuff. We've got a lot.
You can do whatever you want to.
Basically.
Because you're Voodoo Dog. It's all voodoo.
We're the bacon wizards of
Mystical,
food.
right? All right, well, what are we going to do right now? What are we going to make?
Well, we're going to get a Blue Moon burger. That's a bacon cheeseburger, except it's a blue cheese spread we make. And we're going to do a wake and bake. That's a bacon dog with a fried egg and cheddar cheese. Tijuana bacon dog with
Very low-cal, right?
a little bit. Sour cream and guac. And we're going to do a Jefferson. That's the new, really famous one, I guess.
Oh, yeah?
It's macaroni and cheese and crumbled up Ritz crackers on a bacon dog.
Oh, my gosh. Well, let's get to it.
Okay. Pretty much everything just starts out with bacon. As you can tell, there's a lot of stuff that we kind of feel strongly about, like the qualities of Steve Guttenberg.
Well, it's been fun watching you work your magic. Now I'm going to go wait out front and taste the final product.
Thanks. See you soon.
Tonight, we are at Voodoo Dog on the Spirit of Food. That I have with me, I call you guys the Power Bowers. Mark and Pam Bauer, right? But you guys are a part of one of the best known, hospitality groups in town, Hunter Hart. And one of your favorite type of foods is hot dogs.
Voodoo Dog, not any old hot dog.
Now you bring all your swanky friends from your swanky hotel over here every Friday.
Well, we have a group who's very health conscious for 4 days of the work week, and then on Friday we like to come over here and do what we call Fat Boy Fridays, where we just blow it out. And usually it's at least a 2-dog consumption day, so we love Voodoo Dog. Great.
2 dogs per person.
2 dogs per. Oh yeah, not 2 dogs per group. 2 dogs per person. They have a great product, and it's a great getaway for us.
Now, Mark, how did you get started with your love of hot dogs to begin with?
Well, I'd like to say that it's a really interesting story, but growing up in Chicago, it's really a rite of passage. I think it's probably a rite of passage everywhere, but particularly Chicago, where they're so famous for their hot dogs. We like to think in Chicago where we do everything the best, but particularly hot dogs.
Now, what's your favorite?
Being from Chicago, the Abe Froman is my favorite. Abe Froman, the Sausage King, so I tend to gravitate towards that. And then the Fat Cats, which is basically a kraut dog. With Swiss cheese would probably be my second favorite. But the Voodoo Dog, which is wrapped in bacon and deep fried, is a can't miss as well.
Now, a funny thing is that for your birthday this year, right? This year? Which birthday was it? Would you want to tell us?
No,
it was your...
Stop counting.
It's a birthday, but it was hot dog. It's Mark's birthday.
Like you had T-shirts made. And your birthday cake was the shape of a hot dog.
Birthday cake was the shape of a hot dog.
Yes.
And, there's so many jokes there.
All right, we're going to let you start. You pick which one. We have, 5 hot dogs here, and then the burger, because Pam's not really a fan of hot dogs.
You must have support, Mark. I'm a burger girl.
We're going to jump right in.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
wait, do you want any of the fancy dancy sauce that they have?
It's amazing. We got to do it up.
What do you say, habanero and
Voodoo
pineapple? Is that what you said?
habanero and pineapple. Top 2 ingredients of this mystery sauce that we've been trying to dissect.
I may regret putting so much on this dog, but we'll see.
And this one, I think, is guac and sour cream.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that cute?
Actually, it's a work of art.
That?
I think.
That's really cute.
It's cute. That's a cute
It's so cute hot dog. You can't even see the hot dog. And I'm thinking that my kids will like macaroni and cheese, don't you think?
What kid could not like a hot
and
dog?
fried
with
egg.
macaroni
This is
and
bacon wrapped with fried egg. All right, you guys come over here. Brought my kitties with me tonight. This is gonna be messy. I'm gonna take a bite of it. Let's take a bite at the same time. I'll take a bite of this. We'll both make a mess. We'll be a hot mess together.
You know what?
You ready?
Any lady could figure out a way to take a bite of a burger.
Set, go.
Look at you two. Awesome. I'm so impressed. How's that mac and cheese dog down there? Yeah? How's the egg dog?
Kids.
Two grunts is good.
Right. Very good. And you guys travel quite a bit. What's your favorite hot dog that you've been in, that you've had during your travels?
Ooh, you know what? It would be a hard press. You know, Voodoo Dog does a great Chicago dog here because they kind of put their own twist on it.
Yeah.
You know, I like to support local businesses, and they do such a great job here that I would have to say right here locally.
Oh,
is
really?
My favorite dog.
Yeah, right here at Voodoo Dog.
Right here at Voodoo Dog.
Wow, and you guys go all over the place too.
Yeah,
You like to travel.
Yeah, only, you know, just a notch above sitting in Wrigley Field.
Oh,
eating
yeah.
a hot dog.
In fact, it does conjure up images.
Nothing
of sitting in the bleachers at Wrigley Field.
Right, and that's the whole atmosphere too. You know what I mean? That adds to the hot dog experience. So.
Atmosphere, definitely got it here at Voodoo Dog for sure.
You know, it's so great to see this whole Gaines Street corridor developing, and you know, they were one of the first in, and even when there was construction, we'd come at lunchtime, and this place would be packed. There'd be a line, and people waiting outside to get in. So, you know, obviously that tells you a lot about the quality of food.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming and eating hot dogs with us and telling us your story.
And veggie burgers.
That's right.
And veggie dogs, right?
And right. New Loop does the veggie dogs.
Veggie dogs
they get them
here,
from there.
so.
Absolutely. So appreciate it. This has been Mark and Pam Bauer from Hunter Hart Hospitality, and this has been the Spirit of Food at Voodoo Dog.
The founders of America's 3 biggest pizza companies are named Tom, Frank, and John. But Marco's Pizza has a founder named Pasquale, who was actually born in Italy. Marco's, authentic Italian pizza.
What is specialty coffee? Specialty coffee is what I'm about. It's me, striving to make that perfect cup, that perfect shot, that perfect roast, that perfect microphone, that perfect drink. Finding the unique flavors, unique tastes, unique aromas. Striving for balance, for quality, for consistency.
It's me, trying to share my passion, my dream, my experience, my knowledge, my appreciation for specialty coffee.
What is specialty coffee? It's me. It's blood, sweat, and tears. It's hard work. It's stressful. It takes lots of practice. A lot of time, a lot of patience. Research, a lot of roasts. Why?
Because great coffee doesn't just happen. Hey!
All right, welcome back to Magical Makeovers with me, Marcia Dahl, and the fabulous Rena from Cabela's. Today, we are starting back our Magical Makeovers, aren't we, Rena?
So exciting.
I found Jamie here at Piggy's Barbecue on Saturday at the, what was it called? The Piggy Palooza? Piggy Palooza. I had one of my male models there trying to do the contest, eat like 16-pound sandwich or something. Oh. It was hilarious. But I found Jamie, and she's so beautiful and has such great features. And of course, I approach her. She's like, I know you, Marcia Dahl. I took your modeling class like 20 years ago. But anyway, Rena, take it away. She's going to,
all right,
you know, do her hair, we're gonna do her makeup, we're gonna get her dressed, and she's just gonna feel fabulous in a couple of hours.
Well, when you got grabbed, what were you thinking? Can I take your hair down so we can look at it real quick? And
yeah, give us your thoughts on when I approached you.
Well, I knew Marcia, so I was like, I don't know if she's gonna remember me, so I just kind of stopped back. And then you came up, and I was shocked because I was talking to my friend, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like a whirlwind or something, but it was fun.
So what kind of time do you spend on your hair? Are you one that are you quick, like air dry after you get out of the shower? Do you use a round brush?
I do a quick blow dry, straighten. I don't really have much time to look good because I'm either working or going to school or something.
Okay.
So.
Do you like to be able to pull it back? So out of your face a little bit and just see. I like the length of it. What are you thinking about color? You like being a blonde?
I do like being a blonde.
Okay. You want to be a blonde with like maybe something a little bit different, like a couple little low light pieces or framing the face. I got a couple pictures I'd like to show you, but just something to make it pop a little bit, brighten it. You know, touch up your roots, brighten it up, and then add a little bit of a nice contrast color in there. Are you excited about that?
I think it's great. I think it's great. I mean, when I looked at Jamie, it's hard to find a blonde because once a blonde, no matter what you do to your hair, you feel like it's dirty.
Right.
If you go any shade darker, you just sell, ooh. So blondes are hard.
Yeah.
You know, Rena, yeah.
Yes, well, once you're blonde, it's like, okay, we can go a little bit. I've had, you know, an eggplant color underneath, like a nice, pretty purple. I've had dark, I've had red,
Jamie,
but I'm always a blonde. But, yeah, I mean, you can have fun with it. You can definitely have fun with it. So, as far as haircut, do you want to keep the length? Are you okay with going a little bit shorter? What do you think?
Maybe a little bit, but I want to try to keep most of the length.
Okay, were you in a process of growing it out? You were?
I cut it all off.
And then Marcia Doll finds her.
Okay. Well, I mean, we could probably keep the same length, but back here, you know, maybe just shape it up a little bit, or you know, depending on, we'd have to look at some pictures and really sit down and go through it, but something fun and easy, but definitely sassy.
Right, so are we having fun yet? Yes. Yeah. We are gonna be putting a few little low lights in there, just to kind of add some dimension. She's got beautiful, beautiful blue eyes. So we're gonna warm her up a little bit. She started out with like a blonde, you know, goldeny blonde. So we're gonna make her a little more blonde, just to make it pop. And then we're gonna add a low light in there of a medium brown, and frame her face to really accentuate her blue eyes. So as far as the haircut, that's going to be a surprise. But we are going to style her and make her look fabulous.
For Jamie's makeover, we did a sun-kissed glow. We gave her a nice bronzy look for the summer. We also brightened her eyes up with like brown colors and some shimmering around the eyes. You open up the eyes more, and she has blue eyes, so brown really goes well with blue. We also gave her like a rosy pink lip color, and it turned out, overall, it turned out really well.
Love my new look. Thanks to Marcia Doll and Rena at Cabela's and Heather at Cole Couture. Thank you so much for making me look wonderful and fabulous.
Miss Jamie here now is Marcia Doll Fabulous. Mwah, mwah.
Thank you.
Mwah. Fabulous.
Thank you.
Yay!
This is Aubrey with the Midtown Filling Station, and you're watching the Greg Tish Show on Fox 49.
Hey, welcome back. This is Eric Eggers, and we're here as part of a series of interviews we'll do with local candidates for office. We're talking to former Tallahassee Democrat, editorial board editor.
Editorial page editor.
Editorial page editor, Mary Ann Lindley. She's also a candidate for county commission at large. Is seat one?
This is seat one. This is seat one. Although actually a lot of people do get confused and they say, I live in the city, so can I vote for you? And I will point out, yes, you also live in the county. So anybody who lives in the county can vote in this race. And it's nonpartisan. So, you know, there's no real affiliation.
Yeah, and the vote's actually coming up August 14th. It's a primary. People probably aren't paying attention, although their mailboxes might be trying to convince them otherwise. Do you believe in that? I mean, because you've been on the other side of it. You worked at the Tallahassee Democrat for over 30 years, and you've lived in Tallahassee for almost 40. You know what it is to get to your mailbox and get all the mail, and now you're the one responsible for sending some of that mail.
Right, and the U.S. Postal Service and my mailman loves this. He says, thank you, Mary Ann, the business is good. Well, you know, I never really received that kind of mail as just a regular person because I was always a journalist, so I was always kind of looking at it, and I would save it and use it as part of my research material. I don't know that every person does that.
I feel relatively certain in that most people don't
do that. So I always looked at it as information. You know, it is bizarre because I thought I knew so much about covering, politics, because I reported on politics for years. I covered state government and the legislature and all that stuff, and local politics. And boy, is it different being on the other side.
Well, it's more expensive.
It's more expensive. Well, it's not. Yeah. Raising money. It was frowned on in the journalism industry to raise money for your own,
And
benefit.
now they ask all the Democrat reporters to beg for advertising on Twitter, right? That's like part of the policy.
Right. That's right. Yeah, life has changed quite a bit. But yeah, I resigned from my job as editorial page editor. I'd been editorial editor for 13 years. I had done the endorsements. As chairman of the board of the editorial board, I organized all the endorsements and did all this. And I have a funny story about that. The other day I saw Willie Meggs, the state attorney, at an event, and we used to interview him when he was running for re-election, as he is this year. And he looked at me and he said, well, so what's it like, being a candidate, Marianne? I said, wow, it's really different. And he said, if you knew then what you know now, you'd have been a little nicer to me, wouldn't you? when we interviewed him.
Now, since you're a candidate, I have to ask you, because I feel like this is going to air before the election. Is that you backing away from your record as editorial page editor for the Dallas Democrat?
No, it's me chuckling over over how when you're on the other side of the table, when you're not being interviewed, but you're the one asking the questions, it's quite a different feeling. I'm nervous about endorsement interviews. We're going to have the Capital Outlook is endorsing pretty soon, and the Democrats not going to endorse in this race.
They're calling it the Lindley factor.
Well, that's what I've heard. It's called the Lindley factor because I have corrupted the whole business, I guess.
What do you think about, or what have your impressions been? To me, one of the biggest changes has been the way people communicate. That is to say, transmit and receive information.
Right.
I remember I actually worked for the Tallahassee Democrat for my senior year in high school, and I remember I was coming to the newsroom, and the story about Lawton Chiles' death broke, and I heard it on the radio,
right.
And I walked in the newsroom, and I just remember this energy.
Yeah, I came into the newspaper office that morning,
right.
And we started working through the day on that.
And so that'd be like a big local story. But nowadays, it's very different, right? In terms of the way that people get stuff.
Oh yeah, a lot. I think you see a lot in our daily newspaper, and I think a lot of others too. A lot of information's reader submitted, for one thing. The staffs are definitely more focused on breaking news quickly online, on the online website, and yeah, it's a completely different world. The skills that are required to go into journalism today are quite different than they used to be. It was a more studied, I wouldn't say relaxed, but it was.
I feel like one of the skills you used to have to be able to smoke cigarettes at the desk.
Yes, you did. And yes, my first editor long ago had a whiskey bottle in the right-hand drawer, and he had all his pipe fixings. He had holes in everything he wore because his pipe was always drizzling sparks. And then over in the left-hand side were girly pictures from the wire service of the women on Daytona Beach for some reason. There must have been an AP photographer who lived in Daytona Beach. And you would see, and he would save these photographs. I can't imagine why, but.
And now you need like a Twitter account and your iPhone.
And yeah,
and
you're a vegan, right?
What about some of the ways that Tallahassee has responded to things? We've seen a lot of development in terms of improvements in infrastructure, right? We find ourselves. Like the debate over West Tennessee Street, whether or not to narrow it, got kind of contentious. Do you feel like having seen the way these debates have played out previously, informs the way that you interpret things in present day?
Well, yeah, definitely. One of the, I guess is, my standard observation was that we have a 20-year gestation period in Tallahassee before things get done. It took us 20 years to build a library and, 20 years to do the Blairstone Road extension, maybe not quite literally, but a long time to discuss, you know, how long it's going to, what we're going to do. The Cascades Park renovations, those were talked about when Dick Stone was Secretary of State, whenever that was.
They
in
started
the 70s.
planning for that when they actually did found Tallahassee as the state capital.
Yes,
right.
that's right. And when DeSoto, you know, DeSoto was here, and that was a crazy winter.
Even he complained about the red tape of city planning. Marianne Lindley, candidate for County Commission, seat 1.
Right.
Thank you. You've been very good with your time. If people want to find out more about
Right.
your campaign, what should they do?
You can go to my website, mariannelindley.com, MARYANNLINDLEY.com.
Just rolls off the tongue.
And I'm on Facebook. I've got a Facebook, of course, and Twitter. So you can phone me as well. That'd be great. I'd love to talk to you.
Be careful about that. They're crazy out there.
They're crazy.
I mean, we love you, but you're crazy. Anyway,
Okay.
you'll find out. Marianne
Okay.
Lindley, County Commission candidate, thanks so much.
Thanks. Bye.
Your smile speaks of protest.
That was a lot of fun tonight. Did you enjoy the show?
Oh my gosh, that was great.
How about my interview?
I mean, the other people were really good.
So coming up next week, we have Apocalypse Now. You came over to Apocalypse Now. What did you think?
It was awesome.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. We do have a little problem. We have a missing easel.
We do. It's a silver table easel, and no idea where it is.
So if you've seen a 3-prong silver easel, I think we're going to put it on milk cartons.
Yes, for sure.
So please let us know more about that. But I think our Facebook page is about to reach 20,000 likes. So 867 likes on our Facebook page. All you have to do, it's that simple. Go on Facebook, search The Greg Tish Show, and hit
Like.
Well, if you use Obamanomics, we are close to 20,000 likes.
Okay, awesome.
So make sure you tune in. Same beer time, same beer channel, Fox 49, Sunday nights, 11 p.m. Good night. Have a great Monday.
They can't stop us now. Raise my head in the morning, lift up and see it into space. Man, the dreams, they all went the same, but tonight I'm gonna find a way.